Well, today we're doing the hurricane hinge on the rear. We got it cut, got it notched. Alright, so there's our notches in the corner. Notches for our wires going to the back hatch. And this side I notched out first. I used a table saw. The first cut was good. Second cut, cutting a little chunk out there. You can see the back of the blade hit the top part and made a nice little gouge. So we'll be filling that with something. So that kind of sucked. Alright, so here's the top part of the hatch. Of course, the 1/4" skin will be on top of that. That's our wires going through the hatch. I'll go into the inside of the hatch. You can see we've got little notches over here, and that is to clear our aluminum trim with a seal on it. So that's how much gap we'll have in between the hatch and the sidewall. Also, yesterday I had to take the router and had to notch this down like a 1/4 inch, and that'll be the relief for the hatch seal, which in a later video I'll show how that's going to work. Well, these are the two routers that I use most. Got the Porter cable. I believe that's a 1.5 horse motor on that one, and then I just picked this new DeWalt up the other day. Traded the neighbor some labor for it, so that was nice, not having to come out of pocket with any money. These are the two bits I use most. Unfortunately, I wish I had the little bit longer one, but I just got to do 2 passes instead of 1 pass when I'm notching things out, but it works well. So I got the top bearing and the bottom bearing. This is the blade I used to cut the aluminum. I don't know if you can, I guess you can't really see it's a Jasada blade. It's a 12-inch, it's 90 tooth. But yeah, I cut that aluminum like butter. Didn't even really have to file anything, and almost left the edges polished. So I was real happy with that. Can't remember if my last video if I showed the roof or not, but we got all the roof skin on. And the air vent cut out once again. I'm glad I only have to cut it out one more time once we get the aluminum skin on the outside. Well, I've been working on the back hatch a little more. So we got the mocked up here, got the hinge on. Got the back frame done. Alright, so we dated out the back hatch for the lock that'll go in here. Yeah, so the next thing I'll do is I'll figure out where I want my rear brake lights at on the back hatch here and put my cross supports in to match that, so I have something to screw into. So that'll be the next thing I'll do. So I think normally on the back part of these Hurricane hinges you don't put the screws on the top portion. You usually screw it in the back, but since mine's at an angle back there, as you can see, I'm gonna have to screw it from the top. Also on the back, the back part of it, the J part, you can see in there, you usually cut that about a 1/2 inch shorter than the front part, and you can put a screw in there and seal it, and that keeps the water from coming in the inside. Alright, well, we got the hatch finished last night. We got the holes drilled, we got the wires in and mocked up where they're going to go. We got the plates in. These will be for the rear tail lights. On there, this section up here is where we'll have a light on the inside, so we'll be able to see in the kitchen. These down here will hold the lock for the door. And so this is pretty much what it looks like on the inside. I got the countertop cut this morning. Got that roughed in. I'm not sure what I'm going to put on for a laminate on there, but we got it cut, ready to go. So everything's coming along. We'll finish skinning the hatch and go ahead and pick up our aluminum skin for the outside. And we'll get this baby trimmed out and hopefully be done here pretty soon. There's a little bit closer up of some of the details. I notched all that out for the lock. Kind of see how that's going to sit in there. Alright, here's how we ran the wires through there. Get an idea of what I did.